What do you do once you answer the call to adventure? Now you decided that I want to start a new career change. Now I started my passion project and you're raring to go. So what comes next in your hero's journey? Hi, and welcome to Live Your Hero's Journeys podcast. And I'm your host, Pheh Sze. If you didn't manage to catch the episode last week, we were talking about the call to adventure when you're first in the pain of discomfort of wanting to change but not sure where you want to go. You feel stuck in your life, you want to change but just not sure what to do. And then in today's episode, we are going to talk about now that you have taken the leap of faith, what is happening next? Now that you decided that you want to start writing the book that you always wanted to write, or the business that you always wanted to create, the side or passion project that you always want to do all this while, what happened next? In the second part of a hero's journey is called Trial and Tribulation. I really love this quote by Franklin Roosevelt. He said, "A calm sea doesn't make a skilled sailor." And it is true. You become a hero by the virtue of slaying the dragons. If you don't slay any dragon, you will not be called a hero. Just imagine somebody who's given everything in the world. They don't have to strive to achieve what they want to achieve. Would you still consider them as a hero? Versus the self-made millionaire that has gone through hardship in the life and managed to overcome the obstacles along the way and become a transformed person and then reach the success of his life. What are the trial and tribulation that you are going to be met in your second part of the journey? In this second stage, you are going to begin with some sort of excitement and some sort of fear and apprehension as well. Remember, how do you feel when you first started something that is new and novel? When you first started your business, you're full of ideas, you're excited to go. And then in the middle of the process, where the novelty wears off, that's when you really do the work. And at this stage, you may be met by the inner dragons of procrastination, lack of motivation, and the persistence to do the work that you wanted to do day in and out without ever knowing that you're going to reach the success that you wish to have. So how do you battle in this part of the process? In this stage, you might begin to have self-doubt, and you may feel that the effort that you're putting in and day out, when am I going to see the result? Will I ever see the result? Will I ever cross the finishing line? And how do I continue day in and out without knowing whether if I'll ever achieve what I want to achieve? And these questions will start to come in every day, and you have to battle with those inner demons. Another obstacle that you may face is the external environment. So in my case, when I first started my business, there's so many obstacles that I have go through. There's a lot of rejections along the way as well. And you just have to keep on getting up each time you are knocked down, and have the endurance at this stage to go to the finishing line. The virtue you need in this stage is consistency. You have to treat whatever you want to change in your life as something that you have to do on a daily basis, and to show up on a daily basis even you don't feel like it on some days. Consistency is very important because this is what is going to help you to take one step after one step after one step after one step. What you need to do at this stage is to be devoted to the process. If you have decided the vision that you want to go is for you, I know that for somebody who's very goal-oriented, that it is the hardest part of the process, which is to be devoted to the process and not knowing the outcome. And by the devotion of the process, then you slowly begin to see the little progress that you make. So when you climb a mountain, make sure that you know what are your base camps and have a little reward system along the way. So for example, if you're writing your first book, after writing the first chapter, treat yourself to something to make yourself feel as if your journey is worthwhile. So whatever that you want to do, make sure you create a little milestone along the way. Another way of thinking of your obstacles is to think that the obstacles are the impetus for growth. Without obstacles, you have no environment to test your persistence, your growth against. I'm not saying that you need to actively search for obstacles. Don't worry about that. I'm sure you're going to map that throughout the journey. But whenever you map the obstacles, treat them as an opportunity for growth. In the next episode, we're going to talk about what it takes for you now to cross the finishing line from the unknown world where you have slayed the dragon, and now you are ready to show to the world as a transformed person. This is the part when you are going to hit the publish button, the launch button, or to publish the work. Before we go, just a reminder, if you like to start your week with the right mindset, make sure you subscribe to my Monday Motivation newsletter on my website. So until the next episode, live a life worth writing about.